In the heart of the night, the sea was a merciless abyss of black, a world where light dared not tread. Amidst this inky blackness sailed the whispering Gale, a sturdy vessel that had weathered many a storm, her wooden hull creaking with each wave. On her deck stood Captain Harland and his crew, seasoned sailors whose faces were carved by the salt and wind. Yet even these hardened mariners could not shake off an uneasy chill that clung to the air that night. Their eyes, accustomed to the dark, scanned the horizon for any sign of danger. The whisper of the sails and the rhythm of the waves were their only company in this desolate expanse. Their hearts pounded in sync with the drumming of the sea against the hull, resonating with a silent melody of dread and anticipation. The eerie silence of the night was finally broken by the distant howls of the wind, whispering tales of horrors that lurk in the unfathomable depths. Out of the void they appeared, spectral ships, their tattered sails glowing with an ethereal light. Ghostly apparitions, seemingly born from the sea's very soul, they moved with an eerie grace, their otherworldly glow casting a pallor over the inky blackness of the sea. The air, thick with silence, was now filled with whispers of long-lost sailors, their voices carried on the wind, echoing through the silent night. These were no ordinary vessels. Their spectral crews stood motionless, staring blankly into the abyss. Unnatural shadows danced across their decks, as if the moonlight was too afraid to touch them. The chill in the air turned to a biting cold, a cold that seeped into the bones and froze the soul. Captain Harland, a man of the sea, tried to steer the whispering Gale away, but the phantom ships mirrored their every move, drawing closer with each passing breath. It was as if they were magnets, pulled inexorably towards the living, their spectral glow growing brighter, their ghostly crews' blank stares turning from curiosity to intent. The spectral vessels bore down upon the whispering Gale, their silent approach more terrifying than the fiercest storm. The phantom vessels drew perilously close, their spectral crews' blank stares piercing the darkness, their intentions as inscrutable as the abyss below. The sea was no longer just a vast expanse of water. It had become a realm where the supernatural held sway, and mortal men could only watch in horror and awe. In the midst of this spectral ballet, the sea erupted, giving birth to a monstrous nightmare, a giant squid. Its colossal form towered over the whispering Gale, tentacles unfurling like the arms of death itself. The crew recoiled in terror, their faces blanching as the enormity of their impending doom dawned upon them. This creature, a leviathan from the deep, bore eyes that gleamed with an eerie intelligence, casting an ominous glow in the dark void. Its tentacles, each a towering monstrosity, reached out, wrapping around the ship in a deadly embrace. The wooden vessel groaned under the immense pressure, threatening to splinter and shatter at any moment. The ghost ships circled this spectacle, their spectral crews watching silently from their ethereal decks. The air around them chilled further, as if the very essence of life was being drained from the world. The giant squid's eyes gleamed with an alien intelligence, its monstrous form dwarfing the ship as it wrapped it in a deadly embrace. Under the relentless assault of the ghost ships and the giant squid, the whispering Gale was no more. The ship, once a sturdy vessel, was now but a memory, swallowed whole by the inky depths of the sea. The crew, seasoned sailors all, met their end not by the hands of nature, but by the icy grip of spectral mariners and the crushing embrace of a monstrous squid. Their desperate fight was a spectacle of terror and courage. Men who had braved the harshest storms now found themselves locked in a battle not of this world. The sea turned into a battlefield, echoing with the clash of spectral swords and the desperate cries of the living. Amidst the chaos, Captain Harland, the stalwart leader, clung to the remnants of the ship's mast. His eyes, filled with a mix of terror and determination, watched as his crew was claimed, one by one, by the ghostly apparitions and the monstrous beast. When the phantom ships had claimed their fill, they vanished into the night, leaving behind an eerie silence. The giant squid, its mission accomplished, submerged back into the abyss, its gleaming eyes the last to disappear. Harland, now the lone survivor, managed to escape on a lifeboat, his spirit as battered as his body. As the dawn broke, the haunted captain was left alone on the tumultuous sea, a lone survivor of a chilling encounter with the supernatural, a tale that will echo through the ages.